Since our therapy session, I can tell Rob is definitely trying to be more sweet and, sensitive towards me. I mean, look, serious, he doesn't give a fine.
It is becoming clearer and clearer every single day that Rob has zero desire to become a better husband or a better partner to Sophie. And this episode really showed. Before we keep going, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all the good things so we can continue to grow this community. I can't do this without you guys. So let's get to it. After Sophie agreed to dress up for Rob, they are now in a lingerie shop. Rob is like, we are here for the pursuit of understanding the one thing I really want in bed. And Sophie tells him, well, then I'm going to find something for you to wear too. Rob tells her, this is just to spice things up in the bedroom. It's like if you just lay there and did nothing. And Sophie goes, oh, you mean what you already do? He calls her out. He's like, you can't even say that with a straight face. You are the only one that lays there and doesn't move at all. They're both laughing. It's very funny, very lighthearted. And then Rob says that their sex life is really good when they do have one. Well, Sophie seems a little hesitant. Eventually, she says yes, but she's looking around the store for something that she wants Rob to wear. She finds this greenish chest harness. He goes to try it on. Sound, and Sophie starts complimenting him, making jokes about the outfit and doing all these cute things. But now it's Sophie's turn. And the moment that she comes out, Rob is looking at her like, what the heck are you wearing? She's like, why are you looking at me like that? And Rob tells her, it looks like a regular ass top that you would wear any day of the week. Sophie is already feeling self-conscious and insecure while Rob can't comprehend.
Because I'm wearing a damn shoestring and you're wearing like a regular shirt.
In Rob's defense, Sophie has worn more revealing clothes in the past. So then she goes back inside. She then tells him,
you walked out, I said you look really cute. We was laughing. I come out, you look at me like a dickhead for what?
Here's the thing, Rob. You could have explained your feelings in a positive way without hurting her feelings. By saying something like, you look gorgeous in the outfit, but it's not giving schoolgirl vibes. Maybe we should try something different. But he's too worried about making himself the victim. He's outside the dressing room, huffing and puffing, and tells the cameras that the face that he made was because she has him out there looking stupid, while she looks freaking gorgeous. Keep in mind, Sophie can hear everything.
I'm wearing a lime green butterfly.
Stupid.
Rob then goes up to her and tells her, stop being so sensitive. I just want a robot that says, yes, Rob, and dresses as Daphne 24/7. Why is that so hard, Sophie? And then he tries to backtrack by telling her, oh, you did look hot, but I look stupid, so I wanted you to look stupid. But now she's walking away since he's already messed up. And even the store clerk was like, shocked. I want to hear how she feels. When he gets inside the car, he is wondering why she's upset. Because he does not understand what he did wrong. Sophie says, you didn't even tell me I look nice. You didn't even say sorry. And of course, he apologizes because he was asked to do so. And then tells her, why would I want to marry someone that I don't find attractive? I would never do that. Of course I find you attractive. But that's not the point, Rob.
Are you willing to try to understand and
Are you willing to understand
compromise?
why I'm upset?
I already said I understand why you're upset.
And he didn't, but okay. Sophie then tells him, I don't give 2 cents about your feelings or concerns. All you are here for is to make me feel better, and that's all. Which, of course, he does not like it because this is about compromise, and neither of them know how to do that.
You make me feel better. It doesn't matter about me. I don't need to understand you. You just need to make me feel better.
And I do think that Sophie's words were a little harsh, but she's pissed. She is done with this conversation. Just keep in mind that she has been going through this with him over and over and over again. Not excusing her, but definitely just, I can understand why she feels that way. Her logic is,
if I upset you, I'd make sure you're good. That's it.
And I've already expressed that I see your side.
that when she makes him feel bad, she does her best to make him feel better. And she wants him to do the same thing for her. He's like, it feels like you don't even like me. Are you seeing someone else? Rob doesn't even understand why Sophie even cried at the store. He's like, you don't like me. You find reasons to get upset, you shut me out, and you always find reasons to be upset at me. So you are definitely with someone else.
Is there someone else?
Oh my God.
Like, I feel like you, like, I feel like.
What the are you talking about?
And that's the answer. That's it. You're with someone else. It is insane to me that when you hear your partner say, I don't feel attracted, you don't acknowledge my feelings, the first thought that comes to your head is that she's sleeping with someone else, and specifically her best friend. And then he tells her, why wouldn't I consider that there's someone else you enjoy more than? Well, she says, I do. I enjoy my mom, Kay, Savannah, Ashley, and Jasmine because they don't make me feel like shit. The level of frustration I felt coming from Sophie was so freaking relatable.
Because you talk time. You talk all the time. I never get to say what I want to say. Be nice and we're good. That's it. I don't want to hear.
Because at times it does feel like Sophie has already checked out of their relationship, but at the same time, Rob has been a huge asshole and he barely validates her feelings unless she asks him to. So of course, to no one's surprise, she's fed up. Based on the videos that were released last week.
Because if I was an asshole nigga, I'd be whooping your ass right now telling you you ain't going nowhere, my wife.
Who talks like that?
I think it's very important for us to put those videos into perspective and really think about this entire episode itself. Because to me, the behavior that Rob has displayed doesn't really make me side with him, especially because we have seen this behavior over and over again, where he'll dismiss her feelings, where he never acknowledges what she has said, and when he doesn't even apologize because he wants to apologize, he apologizes because she asked him to. When we look at those videos and we see the things that he said and the things that he did on them, even if Sophie came out and said, oh, don't worry about those videos, their behavior is still there. And it is very clear that usually when someone is being physically, mentally, or emotionally abused, initially they'll deny it over and over again. And if that is the case with Sophie, then we can't just look past those videos. Some of us might also look at those videos and say, that's just normal. Couples fight like that. Couples argue all the time. And let me just tell you that that is not the case. Being in a healthy relationship with someone that loves you and you love them too does not mean that you guys need to fight like that. I don't think at any point we need to start normalizing behavior like that, where you tell your partner that you're gonna break their phone, where you tell your partner, I would beat you up if I was someone else. Like, that behavior, don't normalize it. Because the moment that we do, then we become desensitized to stuff like that. And we cannot do that to ourselves. We cannot do that to anyone. And this goes for everyone, for man and for woman, for all of us out there that have ever experienced any type of domestic abuse. Things get worse. Things don't get better. And I think for me, that was one of the main reasons why throughout this entire episode, I did not side with Rob that much. Like, there were a couple things where I was like, okay, yeah, I could understand where he's coming from.
You really let me down right there. Like, I thought we were a team. And
Say, I'm sorry. I feel like the least you could say is, I'm sorry for being disrespectful to your mum. It's still my mum at the end of the day. It's like, you don't have to apologize to me.
I'm sorry I yelled at your mom.
I felt mad alone. You weren't on my team.
I didn't mean to make you feel like that. And I'm sorry for making you feel alone. I didn't mean to make you feel like that.
Like you.
It goes back to last season when Sophie and Rob had a fight. Anytime that they argue, Sophie was very subtle. She was very timid. She didn't fight him. She didn't argue with him. Majority of the time, she just wanted him to apologize, and she ended up crying.
Your feelings were hurt. My feelings were hurt. Why can't you just say sorry? Like, this emotionally sorry, and that's it, and we'll move past it. I can't keep putting all the effort into this relationship.
But now that Sophie is actually talking back, now that Sophie's actually saying how she actually feels, then all of a sudden, we're gonna side with Rob? I don't think so. No, it's not gonna happen here. So I definitely wanted to go ahead and talk about that. And I definitely wanted to bring it up because I think it's a very important conversation for us to have and just really think about those things. I don't like forgetting what has happened in the previous seasons, and I'm not going to do that. Rob walks into the house and tells her,
If you're not interested in working things out with me, then you should be with someone else.
What are you talking about?
He's like, yeah. You go out of the car just to shut me up. In her confessional, she talks about how she feels like he always does this, where he ends up victimizing himself every single time when they have an argument. And that's true. The fact that when they get in a fight, the first thought that Rob jumps on is that she's cheating on him. It's concerning because to me, it gives the vibe that he's deflecting on his past actions. To why she tells him,
What did I do?
Trying to act like I'm dating someone else is you being a ass.
You trying to, me
I've
wondering.
never been like you're dating someone else.
well, you might have a second phone. Rob is confident about the idea that this phone was connected to Bluetooth and that he even got a missed call on it. Rob then tells her,
At the end of the day, I don't want to keep living a life with somebody who chooses and prefers to have drama.
I prefer it.
one thing is for sure, I am glad to see Sophie stand up for herself. It wasn't perfect, but she did it.
Crazy.
Okay, I'm listening.
I have
Okay,
sat around
fine.
by myself.
Who are you? Sorry, Rob. I feel terrible for you. It must be very sad.
All I want for you is to be nice to me, and if you don't like it, then just say that. He tells her, well, maybe that's a you problem, and maybe there's nothing that I can do to fix it. You are hilarious, Rob. She has told you many times what she wants you to do, but you're so blind to it. And then,
I'd love to know what type of person you think is going to give you everything that you need.
oh, sweetheart, if you just knew, there's so many men and women out there that will give Sophie the entire world. Like, ladies, if a man tells you this, it's because he's afraid that you're gonna leave him. And yes, you are gonna find someone better. I bet you, 100%.
And I'm loved and I'm happy and we're cuddling and I clean for him and I cook for him and I do everything because he's doing what I want. Then you're gonna feel real stupid.
I freaking loved Sophie's response because that's exactly what happens the moment that you move on to someone else that actually values you and does what you need them to do. You become a different person. Sophie is using this as a vessel to try to get him to see the real problem, but does he get it? No, he does not. And do you guys know why he doesn't get it? Because even if she leaves tonight, she will be back. So why even care? With tears and everything, Sophie tells him, you have shown that you don't care about me. You don't care if I leave. And he tells her,
I gave a about you so much for so long. And you've completely
cool.
just...
so Sophie walks away, she's out, and of course,
She started crying and she walked out because she's mad at me because I didn't beg for her back fast enough.
that's not why she's mad at you. She's mad because you don't know how to acknowledge her feelings, Rob. How many times do we need to say it? You don't know how to say sorry. And most importantly, you think that everyone, even the person that loves you the most, is out to get you. That is not the case. Karen would like to remind you to please subscribe, like, comment. I will be covering Love in Paradise, and this season is just crazy. I'm having so much fun with it, and I hope you guys are. So don't forget about your thoughts. Let me know how you feel. Let me know what you think about all the topics that we covered today, and what's your least favorite couple so far. Thank you and have a great day. Bye.